To get premium trading and investing tips, support on Patreon. How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another Market Watch video. Guys, today EA has released the loading screen for tomorrow's Road to the Final cards they're gonna release. These are some free cards. People predicting that the central one is Rashford. If that is the case, he touched, I think, yesterday evening 750, and if you were on my streams, a lot of you asked me when to sell Rashford, and I always said, like, of course he could touch 800k, but I would be happy with a 750k profit, because you guys who were in my streams, you bought it at 580k, which was a very good price point, and you're already making profit. Even if he's 720, you don't want to risk it, him being in. If he's not in, he's going to potentially bounce a bit higher tomorrow after 6 p.m. UK time, and most of the cards will even go a bit higher after 6 p.m. UK time. We're going to talk about that, but before we do that, you guys just need to realize that there's some market panic. If you guys try to flip, I told you guys yesterday on the video to go with either the golds or the M forms, and the DM forms are safer. We're not losing any coins on the M forms. To the contrary, most of the people in the Discord made profit on the M forms if they were flippable. The golds didn't drop as much, neither they did this morning. They only kept dropping slightly in value as the day went by. So that being the case, if you invested in the cards that were out of packs, those are always the safest option to go with. And as so many traders have flipped gold cards, I do think it's a sign that you guys need to understand that those are the cards that are supplied. Those can always go lower with any supply, low demand or anything like that. But the informs, the people that want to play with the cards that are not on the market anymore because they're not supplied anymore, are very unlikely gonna go lower than what they were on Wednesday. So if you buy those, at least you will break even, because we broke even on some of the cards, but most of the cards we made profit on. So from now on, just remember, flipping Sunday, Wednesday evening, just go with the M-Firms, guys. It's the safest way to go with. But yeah, if we go and check some of the team of the week, the current team of the week, I just packed a Rttf, and I packed, I think, these 4 guys or something, like the under 80 rated cards, which was like, I don't know, I can't even explain my rewards today. I opened them on stream, and I don't even want to talk about it. If you guys got anything good, let me know in the comments. But yeah, either way, we're looking at the M forms. They rose nicely. Gomez is going back down right now, and a lot of you guys have asked me about Gomez. I do think a lot of people are hyping him up to be in the Road to Final squad, because in the last year he was in the Road to Final as BC. I don't think EA will put him in right now, and I do think as soon as the Road to Final first team is announced, he can start going back up. I do think there's going to be a slight dip on most of these cards. The informs of this team of the week or any past team of the week, they should be slightly dipping into Sunday, but on Saturday, I do think, and even Friday evening, most people that are selling, and they will sell even more of these cards into tomorrow before 6 p.m., are gonna buy them back and bring the market up again. So what you guys can do is actually, we sold most of these M-Forms and everything, and we are holding the coins right now. What we will do, we will check on before 6 p.m. tomorrow what cards and at what values they went down to, because in my opinion, there's gonna be a panic moment where we will be able to exploit and buy all of these non-supplied cards that aren't supplied anymore and that are not getting a Road to Final version. So they're not getting a special version of the Road to Final card supplied right now on the market. We're gonna jump on those, and we're gonna make profit after the Road to Final period is already up, the event is already out into the evening and Saturday morning. I feel like we can profit a lot. That's the first thing that we can do tomorrow. The second thing that we can do is actually look at the Road to Final cards in the first hour of the release. When people don't know where to place these cards, at what values, we will be able to buy them at very low values if we will, for example, be successful with evaluating those cards at specific price points. We're going to do it tomorrow on stream. We're going to look at some potentials. The leaks should be out already, as they always were right now. So we're going to check that tomorrow on the stream, 5:30 p.m. UK time. Make sure to not miss that, guys, because we're going to look at those Road to Finals, and I do think there's very, very good chance that we will profit from it in the first hour. But remember, even if we don't jump in the first hour, I do think that the Road to Final card will be a good buy into the evening, as I do think the patterns will repeat from what we saw it in the past year, where actually at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., they went back down after the initial buyback that people did after the initial supply, after the first hour. They went back down into the late evening, and somewhere around 2 a.m., I remember from last year's, those were the times when these cards actually were at the cheapest before they started going back up. And from the moment they started going back up, they just kept rising. And it happened to both teams, Team 1 and Team 2. So I do believe there could be similar patterns. And I do believe a lot of people saved packs to open them for the Road to Final event. And I do think a lot of these guys that will pack these cards will just not know where to place them, at what specific price point, and they're gonna list them too low, and we're gonna be able to profit from that. So that is the second thing that you can do. The first thing is the past informs, as we're looking right here. For example, if Joe Gomez in the panic goes to 440 or for I don't know what price value is, but let's say there's panic tomorrow before 6 p.m. he's 440, and we know that the leakers have no information that he's gonna be in, we buy him. Because I do think people will start buying back. I think there is a small window of not necessarily over investment, but too much investment, and right now the panic into the Road to Final. Valverde is also not reaching his biggest potential. He was 315 this morning. Right now he's back at 300. I feel like too many people are panicking about it. If any of these cards though are in the Road to Final team, you just check it and you sell it ASAP. If some of the leakers are announcing it, I don't know if it's mostly reliable to follow their information, but if there are very reliable accounts telling you guys that, okay, Gomez is gonna be in, I would say you would sell it before 6 p.m. because as soon as that Road to Final card would be on the market, he would definitely drop in value. Now, make sure to follow the reliable guys. Right now, if I think from it, the reliable guys are actually banned from Twitter. And there's a lot of the guys that were selling some of the stuff that actually we saw that some of the informs didn't get into the Team of the Week 6. And that they were saying that they're going to go out. Just like, for example, they said that Walker is going to be in. And people started buying his gold card and make a huge loss on that gold card. And they also said that there's going to be Gelson Martins. They started buying and hyping up. Links to Gelson Martins cards went up massively because of that. So what I want to say is just be careful. Do not invest in the hype. Do not buy if any of so-called leakers are going to tell you that someone is going to be in the Road to Final. Yes, Rashford could be in, his gold card could rise, but there's way simpler methods to do and way more safer ones. So I always want you guys to keep your coins safe. And the third thing that we were talking about the stream right now, and I also showed most of you guys the club, and if I just put it back on to show you guys, you need to start stocking up on the fodder cards. I just want to show you my club because we checked it earlier and there's so many informs that I bought at the minimum value, and there's so many fodder cards that I bought one of each for the lowest values, and I just stored them in my club right now for the end of November. I feel like that's the time to do it. In the next week, what we will do quick flips. We will buy between Sundays and Mondays. We will buy between Friday and Saturday, and we will buy between Wednesday and Thursday. But then going into the Road to Final Team 2, I think it's going to be time to slowly start buying these folders up. Hold for 2 weeks as they will slowly start rising with the Player of the Month SBCs and all of the other SBCs coming out, and we're going to profit massively. It will be a long hold, 2 weeks. It's quite long, but you will still be able to have some coins to flip or do anything else potentially if you generate enough coins thus far. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm always here. Ask them down below. Ask them on Twitter over the weekend when I'm not doing these YouTube videos or streaming. I'm always active there to help you guys out. So make sure to be there tomorrow 5:30 because it's going to be pretty good. We're going to look at these Road to Finals and potentially profit from something. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Cheers!